Okay, so today I'm going to try and clean up these headlights a little bit. I'm going to use some 500 grit sandpaper, some 800 grit sandpaper and some 3000 grit sandpaper and some polish to hopefully restore them to new, I guess. We'll see how it goes. I've got a, you can see this, a little 3M polisher here. You can do it with a drill as well. Got a soft pad on the front, and this one has right now has 500 grit sandpaper on it, so I'll give it a crack and see what happens. Okay, let's go. I've got the speed turned down a little, but let's see. Okay, so that's 500 grit. I did both the lights, so I'm just going to wipe them off a little and then go with 800. Try and get rid of the 500 scratches. Now let's do a little more 500. Okay, next step, I'm going to spray it with some water, use some 3000 grit sandpaper, and start cleaning it up a little, hopefully. Okay. So this goes. Okay, so after all that, that's after 3000 grit. I feel like I'm pretty much back to what I started with, except I have a uniform surface now, so move on to the next step. Alright, so I'm going to use some 3M rubbing compound, nicely labelled number 1, so we'll go with that first and see what happens. Alright, you can see it's a lot cleaner after that rubbing compound, so now we're going to try some machine polish. You can't see it. There you go, 3M machine polish number 2, and I'll use the same pad for that. Smear it on. Doesn't fly everywhere when you start to skip it in. Alright, so last but not least, I'm going to use the ultrafine polish from 3M. You can see they're already really clear, so give that a go and should be done. Okay, so that's the end result. I think, yeah, it makes a huge difference. So you guys be the judge.